kind, always sneaking about. Aye. Now there's a beautiful sword.
City of Markarth. Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Huh?
Sorry, I was lost in thought. I'm planning my wedding this year.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Position.
You betrayed us! Traitor!
Get on with it!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his high king. Best she know now.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Thorik. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
There was no murder. Ulfric. Story. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords. Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
You wouldn't be a sellsword, would you? I have a little problem you could solve.
Some gate guard you were!
A man opens a gate and they cut his head off? Doesn't seem right to me.
riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
We should have drawn it out some more. He deserved a slower death.
I think I expected more.
Not right now.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this? It shouldn't have been like this.
Aye, now that there's a beautiful sword. Like a sliver of midnight.
Mind yourself in my city, friend. I may have accidentally let a prisoner escape, the leader of one of those bandit groups. I told everyone he died during questioning, and I need you to track him down and make sure he doesn't show up to disprove that. Good. I'll have a sack of coin waiting for you when you get back. Remember, I need that bandit dead, not alive.
You know you can afford a septimal.
Knew it. Jarl Elisif the Fair. Poor woman. Losing her husband and king like that. It was a dark day for us all. Damn. That reminds me. I have a delivery to make to her steward, Falk Firebeard. He ordered a special bottle of Strass Mackay rum. Saved me a lot of trouble. Here. Take it to the Blue Palace. I was done talking anyway.
You shouldn't leave Solitude without trying our fish. Best in Skyrim.
I don't want to talk. I shouldn't be. Mama says if I do, people are gonna ask about Uncle Rogvir. Maybe if I don't talk, they won't either. Dragon? Really? Was it big? Did it breathe fire? Oh wow, I knew it! I knew they were real! I have to remember to tell Papa. Thanks. Papa talks about it some. Mom doesn't say much since Uncle Rogvir died. She doesn't even go to temple anymore. I wish she would. At least that way she'd have people to talk to. You would do that? That's great. You should go do it right now.
Are you here to talk about my brother? She did she? She's gonna get a sit-down later. Well, I wish it were that simple. Maybe it is. Look, I want to go back, but I won't feel right in there without a tie to Talos. My brother Rogvir wore a symbol of Talos. He kept it hidden on his person. If I had that, I can't go near his body. Would you get it back for me? Why did you... Never mind, it's a sign. I'll return to temple. Here's something for your help. I should make sure Sfari's okay.
Favor the bow, eh? I'm a swordman myself.
Good day.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Halfingar's people will always be safe under my rule. Your Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonborn is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more
Do you have business with the court? Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. You've already learned all I can teach you. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Vampires are clever hunters. More than you, definitely.
I'm sorry, can I help you? The museum is currently closed until further notice. Well, you do look the adventuring sort. Perhaps you can. You see, we are in need of a vast array of relics to display here at the museum. And I'm afraid that the mercenaries and treasure hunters I've hired thus far have proven to be more trouble than they are worth.
Perhaps I can give you a chance, however. Here's the location of an artifact. If you bring it to me here at the museum, I'll pay you for it. If you can prove to be successful at retrieving a few relics for me, perhaps we can discuss some other opportunities I may have for you. Excellent. Well, first and foremost, I'd like to get my hands on one of the 6th House Bellhammers of the House of Dagoth. They have become increasingly rare. One apparently was stolen recently by some bandits, apparently held up in Broken Helm Hollow.
Fine day, isn't it?
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you? Always a pleasure to meet a prospective bard. You should be aware that many apply, but we accept very few people. When possible, we ask applicants to perform tasks the college needs completed. In this case, I do have a task befitting an aspiring bard. Elisif has forbidden the burning of King Olaf, a festival put on by the Bard's College. We need to change her mind. To convince her, I want to read King Olaf's verse, a part of the Poetic Edda, the living history of Skyrim. Unfortunately, the verse was lost long ago. Yes, according to Giraud, our history's keeper, the portion of the Edda dealing with King Olaf might still exist in Dead Man's Respite. I need you to retrieve the poem. I wish you luck in finding the verse.
You're right. Welcome to the Bard's College. It's like a musical museum.
Tendrils of thought may wind their way through this realm. Those tendrils...
I know.
I'm telling you.
What is it?
Planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd... insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
You like me, eh?
Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons. Staying safe, I hope.
Take my advice. Never gamble. Damn Ernskar has me in debt up to the eyes. Too many drinking games, too many bets, and I'm too old to ever raise the coin on my own. He's a stubborn oaf. I don't know what good it'll do. You should speak to my daughter, Yvette. She's the brains of the family.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Is someone there? Nah, I don't think so. Okay, just this once. Here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop. With just myself and one child, it's damn near impossible. With Leifnar gone, it's really put me in a terrible bind. I'm having trouble making ends meet. At this rate, we won't last more than a few more seasons at best. Then I'll just have to sell the old place. He said he was going east towards the border of Morrowind to trade some of our grain to some folks at Broken Helm Hollow. I waited and waited, and he never came back. Probably shacked up with some elven whore. Good riddance to him, I say. If I only knew where he was, I'd sure give him a piece of my mind. Good. If you see him, tell him Grosta said he could go straight to Oblivion. He's not welcome here anymore. Well, he said that a few men have been going by to some of the local farms, promising a good price from all the local mills and farms. Leifnar said they'd pay double what you can usually get at the markets. The catch was, he had to head out there with our wood. So not only is Leifnar gone, but a good bit of our supplies as well. Remember to tell that bastard I never want to see his ugly face again.
wondering why I brought you here. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? You should have died at Helgen. Dragons have returned to Skyrim, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider. Come find me. There are forces in the world and beyond the grave. Great forces that you mortals call magic. And now these forces serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, at the shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you power beyond those of others. How you use what I have given falls upon you, as it has to others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
Go fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
I can take you to any of the...
new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath, and I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
I can take you to... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. My carriage is the same.
It's just me and my mother at the mill here. My is gone. We don't know what happened to him.
I'm telling you, I heard it, howling. You're that one from the college. Heard about you. No, it can't be. Oh my. And all this time I was thinking he'd been unfaithful to me. I feel so stupid. I've been a fool, wasting my time sitting here helpless when I could have sent help sooner. Perhaps this is all my doing. What's done is done. Here, I want you to have this. Bringing me closure was kind of you. Of course.
You need to leave.
Drop by and see us again if you're ever in... A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
endurance wears
You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news.
Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Biren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Some might call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Come back to bits and pieces anytime.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Howling. Those werewolf tales are true.
Good business. Empire Company means all the more gold for the Empire.
Need something? That I am. Train the recruits. Turn boys into men. That sort of thing. Thinking of asking the General for some training books. Give the soldiers something to do while they're on rest. Something besides drinking. Ever seen a book called The Mirror? We used to hand it out to boys looking to learn basic shield work. Good on you. Generally posting information is need to know only. I've been trying to find the time and place to let her know. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told. Come on now.
Trouble?
It's good to see you got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
If you're looking for patience, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morard.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you? Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it. Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering.
Tendrils of thought can wind their way through this realm, but those tendrils bind our reality. You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Oh, thank you. My master has abandoned me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. All right, then.
What do you need?
Good day.
Phenomenal. Let me have a look. Ah, yes. Exactly as described. Good work. Here's your pay. The next item is part of a larger set. Boots from an ancient Daedric Lord armor suit, which was found in Morrowind some time ago. The boots reportedly were seen at Boethiah's shrine near Windhelm. Also, do keep an eye out, as I would love to procure the entire set eventually.
Fine day, isn't it?
Pardon me.
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands.
If you need portions, Angeline's aromatics.
You got business at the stables? Oh, hello. Have a seat, will you?
You're a guest, and Father says we have to be polite to guests.
Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set. I suppose I could make an exception. I do like her spiced wine. Fine. Tell Yvette's son her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly. Some say I got my position because my cousin is the Emperor. Nonsense. The man's given me nothing. He can't even be bothered to attend my wedding. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. I really... get back to planning my wedding.
You talk to Edgar. Deja has no words for you.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Yeah? Don't fancy those clunky.
You come here where you're not wanted. Eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fault.
Then it's true, what everyone is saying. That Aventus Aretino is doing the Black Sacrament, trying to summon the Dark Brotherhood?
Oh, Grimbar. Always with the nonsense. No, of course not. Those are just tales.
Fine, then I'll invite him out to play. He lives right there. I'm going to knock on his door.
No, child. Wait! That boy, that house, they are cursed.
Ha! Then I'm right. I knew it. He's trying to have somebody killed.
All right. I won't deny it, child. What you heard is true. Aventus Aretino walks the dark path. His actions can lead only to ruin. Now, enough. We will speak no more. I am the only friend you need.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grod, you old crone! You've come at last! I knew you would! It worked! I knew you'd come! I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood! Of course you are! I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract! My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament. Now you're here, and you could kill Grella the Kind. You did? Really? This is the best news I've ever gotten. I mean, I knew the Dark Brotherhood was good, just not that good. You killed the old hag before I even asked. Oh, and please, take this as payment. It's an old family heirloom, supposed to be pretty valuable. It should fetch you a nice price. Thank you again.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I've got a clean mug around here somewhere.
I tell you, the Dragonborn comes. With a voice wielding power of the ancient Nord art.
I'm a writer by trade. Not that the people of Skyrim do much reading. I write drama, friend. The legends and history of Skyrim made to excite and inspire. Poor Gerard Germain at the Bard's College has been waiting for my latest work, Olaf and the Dragon, for weeks now. Roads are a mess. You're sure? When you see Gerard, ask for a tip. I'm sure he'll be in a good mood after reading this. May you lose yourself in the pages of a book.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook. Hall. Can't just throw the big log out.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, you won't find a finer vessel than the Northern Maiden. Surprised you've never heard of it. It's an island northeast of here. Has a small dark elf town called Raven Rock, and a handful of Nords living in Skal Village. People don't usually sail over there unless they have a particular reason. It can be a pretty rough place. I'll give you a fair price. Not many people headed over there these days. If you ask me, I can't blame them. Things aren't what they used to be out there. They still pay me for supplies and passage, and I can always use the coin. Still interested in heading over there? You've got yourself a ship. We'll cast off immediately. Well, here we are. Welcome to Raven Rock. Just be careful here. Things aren't what they used to be.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. You've picked one of the worst places in Morrowind to do that, but suit yourself. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morvain down. Councillor Morvain is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second counselor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, but when House Redoran took over, We turned it around, and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmen needlessly lost their lives. Many more were exiled from their homeland.
Hail, Jolland. Well met, Admiral. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested.
But what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, then. Don't worry about rushing. Just pay me when you can.
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sujammer that will ever grace your lips. The finest Sujammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujammer. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients to the mixture that I think makes it taste better than ever. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock here for it. I was kinda hoping you'd say that. Here, take these samples of the Sujammer and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you. Welcome to the Retching Netch, Outlander. Haven't heard anything lately, but check back with me. You never know. Coast has been dangerous lately. Lot of reavers about. I've heard they're searching for the treasure of Acnir Deathbrand, the Pirate King. Haven't heard anything lately. With the mine shut down, there's no telling how much longer Raven Rock's going to last. Hopefully, Councillor Morvain has a plan. The Redoran Guard have spotted a pack of werewolves in the mountains. The hunters up on Frostmoon Crag might know more. Haven't heard anything lately. The Ashspawn attacks on the bulwark are getting worse. Captain Veleth is trying his best, but I think the Redoran Guard are overwhelmed. Haven't heard anything lately. Haven't heard anything lately. With the mine shut down, there's no telling on. If you've got gold on your hands, you might talk to Rallis up at Colbjorn Barrow. I've heard he wants to excavate the place. Of course. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm might be brewing.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. At least my father will let me drink whatever I want without complaining. Tell Geldis I appreciate it. Keep your... Solstheim is still a dangerous place.
Want to buy anything? Or just laugh at our misfortunes? Geldis needs to bottle this up and send it to the mainland instead of wasting his time out here. His drinks are outstanding. Thanks. Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point. A kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them. They could be anywhere on the island. The mines might be a good place to start. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here, and I'll pay you for them. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
Always a pleasure to watch when a man like you walks by. It gets lonely out here, you know, on this remote island. Well, tell Geldis that Miri says she really appreciates it. And don't stay away for too long.
My wife and I are doing the best we can to keep Raven Rock fed. Always a pleasure to taste anything Geldis comes up with. Next time you're hungry, bye. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? I should mix some of this into my next potion. Who knows what would happen? Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Ah, so you're an alchemist then? Careful with those netches. If you're looking for... Take a look. Careful. Those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously hurt you.
You haven't seen Precious Corellius,
My husband...
have you?
Sure, got nothing better to do. Me. I'll be free from danger.
No, this isn't just your run-of-the-mill pickaxe. I'm talking about an ancient Nordic pickaxe. They don't exactly grow on trees, you know. I prefer to handle these things on my own. Look, if you see Precious, tell him to give me that pickaxe back, and I'll pay you for the trouble. Perfect. I was just thinking about heading over for a drink. Thanks for saving me the trip. Well, it's been a long time since someone from the guilds bothered to make their way out here. So tell me, how's my brother Delvin? Still spending his nights at the Ragged Flagon trying to win Vex's heart? Good to hear.
Damn layabout never even bothers to send his own flesh and blood a letter saying how he's doing. Can you imagine? Anyway, I suppose you're looking for work. Well, I got bad news. This place is drier than a damn bone. Eager to make some coin, eh? That's the spirit. I'll tell you what. The guild's got a problem out here that I've been trying to deal with for years, but haven't been able to handle. Don't look at me like that. I'm all alone out here, with no one to watch my back. And besides, it's really my problem anyway. I caused it. A fellow Breton who went by the name Esmond Tyne showed up on my doorstep about a fortnight ago. He noticed the shadow marks like you did, and I thought he was one of us. That he did, right out from under my nose. Can you believe it? It's my own formula for improved bone mold. Took me years to perfect. Well, before he ran off, he was talking some nonsense about trying to fence goods to the Reeklings at Castle Karstag. I told him he was crazy to even think about talking to those vicious little buggers, but he wouldn't listen. I'd bet a fat purse of coin that he's either dead or hiding out up there. You do that, and I'll make sure you're set up right. You won't be disappointed. It's the only tool tough enough to crack Stalrim, is what it is. Not many of those beauties left in the world. Forging them is a lost art. The one Cresius borrowed came from the Skull village up north. I, traded them some goods for it. Calling Stalrim an ore is like calling my forge a campfire. Some folks say it's enchanted ice, but I think there's more to it than that. I don't think I've come across more than a chunk or two in my lifetime, and smithing's my trade. If you're looking to learn more, you should head over to the Skull village. Someone there's bound to know more about it than I do. You tell Cresius he better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. This island's nothing but a pile of rubble. What's the point trying to make a life here?
You lost?
As the wife to
On
the
behalf
second
of House
Counselor,
Redorin
I
and as
beg
Counselor of
it would be my
Raven
pleasure
Rock,
to help you any
I bid
way
you
that I
welcome.
can.
Good old Geldis is always managing to keep our spirits up, and our eyesight hazy. Thank you. My doors are open if you
You
wish
look able to
discuss
venture
matters.
outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost. Oh, how kind. Thank Geldis for me, won't you? A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine? One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redorin Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you. If you find my folio,
Mike.
Seeking passage to Windhelm? There's nothing finer than Dark Elf Sujamma. Like nectar it is.
May the wind be at your back, friend.
If what? Oh,
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Welcome to the Wretching Corner Club. Perfect. All that's left now is to go ahead and wait for the patrons to come in. As promised, here's a little something for yourself. Watch yourself out there. Looks like an ash storm might be brewing. Welcome to the drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Safe travels, Outlander.
I'll give you this warning only once.
Yes, Sirrah? Who told you that? Was it Geldis? I told that idiot not to send me anymore. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rollis. Rollis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities, the relics of Arzador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you. You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrel. Who knows how much to reach the door? Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig. You think I've got that kind of money? No. I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off. What? Are you serious? Well, I think I could make that work. We could sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin. Do you have the gold? It's all here. Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my